Oh my God, I love these peeling products. I use them every day and I think they keep me looking younger. But maybe I'm just too foolish and too vain. But I think it's true. Just let's share all of them.
Oh!
If you just landed on this video, my name is Custodio, this is the Age Traveler. We shake up the ideas and try to build an idea of skincare that asks what is that the skin wanted before the marketing got in the way. This is the second part of last week's video where I promised that I will share with everybody my favorite products for peeling, my favorite products with exfoliating AHA, BHA, more than PHA. I'm sorry, I mentioned that. I'm old school, so I'll stick to the AHA and the BHA. So as always, I begin with my own formulations, with my own products from Swissline. These are the two stars in the company with AHA in this case. So the resurfacing water, which is, I would say, one of my favorite products and one of my children that got more love from birth, because you have here the highest concentration allowed in retail for glycolic acid, which is 10%. It runs on a pH of 3.4, so the final pH allows a real exfoliation. And how come we have such a punch if we are always advocating for less is more, walk before you run, exactly to give you that possibility. If you are a beginner, you use it once a week, twice a week maximum. If you are an athlete and a full runner, you can even use it every day. But when I say day, I say night time. 10% glycolic acid in my book are too much for a daytime application. And we counteract that power of the 10% with madecassoside, with anti-inflammatories, with a sugar polymer, which coats the skin and prevents too much penetration. I think we really nailed it. I think it's one of those acidic toners. I will talk about others, but this is one I would really want you to try. So, as usual, leave down below some comments about your favorite products with acids. I'm curious to know. Write me brands, write me names, ask me questions with email if you want, and as always I will give away one free product, which will be the resurface water. So imagine this is a big boy and then we have a small brother, which is actually 10% lactic acid. Last week's video I was really bragging a lot about something which is very dear to my heart, which is skin biology, skin identical, and I was saying that lactic acid, it's the only AHA which is naturally occurring in the skin. Reason why, for the collection of age intelligence boosters, we have selected the lactic acid to be used alone. It's a vegan lactic acid, should you strive for only vegan skincare. So this lactic, despite the name, doesn't come from milk, it comes from a fermentation of barley, and it's purely vegan. So the association of these two is possible, and that's the ultimate level of exfoliation, which I think can deliver beautiful results with a lot of safety. But as you can see in the video before, I'm not saying this is the way to start. This is actually the way to arrive and land to the maximum workout in terms of exfoliation. You should really, having a dry skin, begin with the lactic acid, having a more tolerant skin, begin eventually with the glycolic, alternate the two, play with it the best possible way. So when I say those are my favorites, of course, you should take it with a grain of salt. It's my brand. I developed those products. I have seen them growing. So of course, I also have an affection for them and I know them from inside out. But as a cult reference out there on the market, the lotion P50, it's probably the acidic toner reference. And by the way, why am I talking acidic toners? And you'll see that most products I show you are actually lotions, toners. Exactly because I think that's the ideal galenic, the ideal formulation, which normally should not, of course, contain alcohol together with such AHAs, then it's too much of a punch. But why do I like this galenic and this usage? because normally we talk about something which is used on bare skin. And I think that's very important for a good peeling performance. The more you have the AHAs or the BHAs too mixed with creams, ingredients, emulsifiers, other things, the hardest it is to deliver the best level of exfoliation. So I think the toners are exactly well formulated, of course, but this type of application, I think it's the ideal, because after cleansing and before all the rest, you allow, and you maybe wait a few minutes before you apply the next products to allow that maximum exfoliation level to really penetrate the skin. So back to Biologique Recherche and the P50. This is a very, very high level exfoliation. It's not for those faints of heart. So I would say if you begin with this formulation, you should really begin with care and step by step. It is a combination of glycolic, of PHAs, and even salicylic acid, but with a huge dose of, surprise, surprise, vinegar. And that vinegar makes this product identity really something very special. So as I say, it's not for the faint of heart. Most people would say it's dreadful. Some people would say it's lovely because it works. I joined the second group, even though, of course, the vinegar, it's not my favorite. And just as a curiosity, so the P50, which I should also say, there are other variations more geared towards sensitive skin, pigmentation. You can find that on Biologique Recherche. I always leave under the links. And then there is the father of everybody in this category. By the way, because I'm a crazy skincare person, I have used my connections, underground grey market connections, to lend me in Europe one product which is actually illegal here. So this is the original 1970 P50 from Biologique Recherche, which is no longer available anywhere else in the world other than the United States, because it is appealing, still using some of those salicylic, glycolic, lactic, like the P50 you can buy today, but phenolic, with phenol. And phenol, it's an ingredient which is the old school peeling, really intensive peeling. And I can tell you that this is something I have used a few nights of my life, but very few. And for the first time and only time in my life, I felt a numbing effect on the skin. Numb as a pre-dental intervention. This numbs your face. So I'm not advocating for it. I know there are some reserves about security of phenolic use, even phenolic in terms of health. It's not the space here. This is a cosmetic channel. I don't advise you to use this product. Just please, not that I get in trouble with Biologique Recherche. This is the original formula, only sold in the United States, nothing to do with any of the other P50s. If it doesn't say 1970, which is the year of birth, and my year of birth as well. Okay, so moving on, still to close, the more AHA family and a more affordable alternative. I've mentioned in each of these videos products from Crave Beauty. I've mentioned it. I'm not a big fan of the K-Beauty Korean products, but I think Crave Beauty is an exception. It's a beautiful, very short collection, and in each category, the products versus the price are outstanding and a very good option. So Hallelujah, which is kale and glycolic acid, spinach, and some panthenol, some calming ingredients. So it's a soft approach, because here we're talking about a glycolic acid which is 5.25. So it's not a huge concentration. It is a powerful concentration because the pH is low enough. And this could be a way to start, a gentler way, both in terms of budget and in terms of formulation. For BHA, I would come to the big classic defining the collection, which is Paula's Choice Exfoliate 2% BHA liquid. You also have a more gel type of texture. This liquid is just, in my eyes, the best product out there, one which is not very high priced. Of course, there is salicylic acid in many different formulations, but I said it in the beginning, I will stick to toners. That's, in my eyes, the best way to go about this type of ingredients. Just one final remark, when you find this rhythm with your acidic toner and you find how regular and you have your lactic acid used morning or night either or mixed in your products, in your serum, so when you find that rhythm, one thing, if you still want to step up and increase the results of exfoliation, one thing you can also do, it's a more intensive peeling type of mask application. And for that, I think for once, I think The Ordinary is the best option. They have this product which I hardly understand how can be sold internationally, because these concentrations are professional strength concentrations. We have them in Swissline, but products which are used by beauticians only in cabin, because this is 30% AHA plus 2% salicylic acid. So the 2% salicylic acid are the maximum that can be used for free sales for over the counter, but the 30% AHA are far and above. And the finish pH is quite active. This is a gem. It's a beautiful product. You use it as a mask only during 3-5 minutes and you rinse it off with water. It has like a peculiar color, which I will show closer to the camera, which is actually a pigment from carrots, just to show you where to apply and where not to go should be areas that you want to prevent. So it looks very dramatic, very reddish, exactly as a warning where it goes and where it should not touch, like too close to the lips and around your eyes, of course. But this is something that you can consider once you are running with the acidic toners. I would not go this direction before you tame the lion and before your skin is acclimatized. So I hope this video was useful. I hope these products can inspire you. Don't forget to write below so that you can get resurface water. Maybe I get crazy. If I get very interesting messages, I can give away more than one resurface water. So as always, it's a pleasure to be here. Nowadays, we talk about ties every time. I will show it closer to the screen. This is a knitted tie from Tom Ford, which I like very much. And today it's winter finally, and this is a more wintry feeling. So hope to see you next week again. We're gonna talk soon about retinol, so stay awake, follow the channel if you have not done it so, and hope to see you again. As always, together we say no to boring skincare. Do I need to say it again? I just said it. Follow the channel so we say no to boring skincare. Ciao.